So we just got a pretty huge piece of new information regarding Sonic X Shadow Generations, and I'm not going to beat around the bush here. You saw the video title, you know what I'm talking about, so I'm just going to keep this short. So the Japanese website for Sonic X Shadow Generations just got updated. Now, like the American website, the Japan site is also split into two sections, one for Sonic Generations and one for Shadow Generations. In the Sonic section, we can see the two playable characters, Sonic and Classic Sonic, and you can click on them to learn more information about them. However, on the Shadow side, we have a character image for Shadow, obviously, but we also have a blank spot that says coming soon. This implies that a new playable character is going to be announced for Shadow Generations in the coming months. Presumably. This is all just speculation, of course, and it's not entirely confirmed that this character slot is for a new playable character, but when you think about it, what else could it be for? It can't be Terios because that's just an alternate skin for Shadow, and the Sonic side didn't have slots for the other skins either. Also, I don't think it could be Black Doom because for one, he's already talked about elsewhere on the website, and for two, he's already confirmed to be in the game. Why would they be keeping his presence a secret? So, if you ask me, this is definitely for an unannounced character. They may not be playable, sure, but it's definitely for a character that they want to keep a secret for the time being. But what character could they add to this game? Well, the obvious answer is Team Dark. Come on, man, the Heroes in 06 trio were so good, despite those games being pretty bad. When was the last time we had a playable Rouge and Omega in a Sonic game? It's been forever. The last time both of them were playable was in 06, and before then, Omega was only playable in Heroes. So there has never been a time when Omega was fun to play as. Rouge was at least playable in SA2, and she was fun there, but since Omega never had the spotlight, I think he should be the one that gets added to the game. Regardless, it would be awesome to see these two characters return in a game that gives them actual fun gameplay. I saw some people bringing up that this secret character could be another rival character from the base game, and of course I gotta go with Silver here. This guy has not been playable since Sonic 06 and he sucked in that game. Silver has a lot of fans too, and they would be overjoyed to see his inclusion in a brand new Sonic game. This would also be the perfect opportunity to redeem Silver as a character, since again, his only playable 3D appearance in the entire series was very lackluster. Of course, Metal Sonic is the other rival fight in base generations, but I don't think that one is very likely. I don't see how Metal Sonic could fit with Shadow's storyline. Silver and Shadow interacted multiple times throughout 06, but Metal Sonic and Shadow have never interacted with each other from what I recall, so making Metal Sonic playable in the Shadow-focused game would be a baffling decision to say the least. And of course, I gotta bring up Mephiles. While personally I want him to be a boss fight in the game, there's a lot of potential with him to be playable as well. And honestly, he would make the most sense as a playable character because his whole identity is being Shadow's Shadow. Kind of like how classic Sonic is an earlier reflection of modern Sonic. And Mephiles has never been fully playable. Ever, because his only mainline appearance was in 06, and since then everybody has just kind of forgotten about him because his legacy was stained by that game's poor reputation. I think this would be a perfect opportunity to try and redeem his character. I don't even care if he's playable or not, but he would be perfect to bring back in Shadow Generations. The last character I want to talk about is Eggman. Alright, y'all gotta hear me out on this one. I know that Eggman wouldn't fit with Shadow's narrative, because this game is all about Shadow's past and Eggman didn't play a big part other than, you know, awakening Shadow in SA2, but still, adding Eggman as a playable character would be pretty cool if you ask me. In a way, it would restore the whole hero versus dark theming that Sonic Adventure 2 had. Clearly, Shadow Generations is already taking a lot of source material from SA2, so it would just make sense to do something like this. Now, will they actually add another playable character to Shadow Generations? Maybe. Again, this character slot could be for anything, maybe a new villain or playable character, it's all up in the air. Regardless, this slot is definitely for a character they're trying to keep a secret until more information comes out. And I honestly can't wait to see what else they have up their sleeve for this game. But that's all for me, thank you all so much for watching this short news video, stay tuned for more Sonic X Shadow Generations content, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.